got felt this way. And I was talking. All right, I'm just gonna talking to somebody, and I don't know how these things come through our system. So I didn't see the thing until late. Um, I didn't see it till late. Um, it said it was I posted, but it just gave me a notification at like a little bit before I came on here. That's um, I don't know. I don't know if it's a human thing or what, human error or what. But I want you to look at my title. Now, if you locked up, I don't know, like where people get this from. That everybody that's in there fucking. But you got people in there, and when you go to the feds, it's people in there that they ain't doing it. They in there working out. Everybody ain't into that. Some people just got control of their lower natures. And state Jones, you know, some people is like, but I didn't just learn the word of God uh, yesterday and started reading. I read it over and over again, and I read the Quran over and over again, the Hadith. But I know that I live in Philadelphia. I drove from Philadelphia and I reported all the way down to all my partners that stayed from Philadelphia to North Carolina. So they were tracking me on iPhone. I purchased the iPhone 13. That was a out thing, but I got rid of it. So I say that to say this: there's no right for anybody, not me, not anybody, to just you know just because you know I went down there that you supposed to kidnap me, you supposed to try to hurt me or whatever. I'm coming down there because you said somebody was missing, and I got kids, and they supposed to be able to ride up and down 95 itself. So I don't want them to go missing. So ain't nobody had a fucking right to break into my computer and look in all the accounts that I have on there, these Google accounts, and have some fucking ugly motherfucker go hire somebody to do some black magic on me. I don't give a fuck. Like who, yo, this is the land of the free, the home of the brave. If I can't fucking be brave and stand up for what I believe in, then that's a motherfucking shame. I should just go ahead and kill myself if I can't stand up to something, stand up for something. I ain't even trying to listen. I already told them people like yo, I'm not trying to be no activist or nothing like that. I ain't trying to be that. I'd rather just play the back. I let the niggas that want to talk, I let them talk. See, what y'all fail to realize is I didn't contact y'all. You contacted me. Somebody came to me and said a woman needs help. If that nigga said a woman needs help, he did that. Fuck, I'm supposed to do just like all right. He handed off some woman to me, and Ratchet TV. First off, I had a beef with Ratchet TV. It wasn't even no beef. I just didn't want to talk to him, but ain't nobody gonna say that I'm trying to kill him. I'm trying to kill you, and I was trying to help you down there looking at drink. I don't know men. I don't know men that go to other men like, yo, can you take up for me? I don't know that. If I'm telling everybody, yo, if I had a problem with a ball and he said I was trying to kill him, I have a fucking business. I ain't supposed to give a shit about my business, my partners, none of that. They kids, everything. They family, feed they families, all of that. It's different for me. I went into the military from Penn State. The Marines serve at the pleasure of the president, whoever he is. So I showed you the other day why, like President Obama, I was locked up and I seen people leaving jail because of the sentencing guidelines. They said they was too harsh for non-violent, for people that wasn't violent. But guess what? That shit didn't apply to me. I still had to do my shit because it was this house doing some banking crimes and shit. Turns out that those wasn't banking crimes. Then that is the fault of the fucking government. The fucking person that charged me, they got a person over top of them that's supposed to look at that shit and say, yeah, don't bring these charges. No, that bitch thought I was a fucking. She thought I was Tony Montana or somebody. I was some fucking gang. I was some gangster. Fuck you, man. I'm a gangster, and then I'm living in a section of Cheltenham Township where the people there swore that I was selling drugs. That me, my partners, when we would have a party on there and a cookout, everybody just chilling there. Do you know who the fuck you hanging around? And if I ain't never seen my man's in them with no fucking two bracelets on and shit, and go right in and come back right. I don't know nothing about that. So I don't know nothing. I'm in the real estate. I don't got no fucking drug crimes and none of that. I wasn't brought up like that. But nobody on this earth is perfect. I ain't saying nobody is perfect. I'm not Jesus Christ. I keep telling you, I'm not Jesus Christ. I got my own problems. I got my own demons to deal with. So if niggas come fucking with me, I'm already in the demonic state. Cause I just came home from prison. They lock us down. So motherfuckers break into my computer and y'all looking at pictures. At first I see this right here. See, when I was locked up, I worked in a law library and I remember just somebody say, yo, Michael Jackson just dropped dead. That's my favorite performer. I never cared about what nobody said about him, about what he did or anything like that and everything. I didn't believe it. But I'm 53 years old. 53. In the real estate. Nobody sent I saw like all these properties up in that area. I don't know what the fuck is going on in Texas. Nothing. So first I hear something about this the young dog case. I'm talking to Ratchet TV. He's saying he wanna go put his feet on the ground down in South Carolina. All right. Yeah, I'm with that. I thought this ratchet gang, and then I told him one thing. I'm just like, yo, me and my partners want you to do something different. We want to invest in it. He ain't taught me his itinerary or no shit like that. I drove down there. I said, yo, I'll be down. I'm going down there early. I'm gonna close the door while I'm down there. Doesn't mean that I don't know this nigga like that. I just seen him on the internet. I don't know. So I'm gonna be careful of him too. My partner following me. Like, yeah, me and him just got our phones coming from Ohio to get from getting the truck. So that's what these motherfuckers is looking at, and they seeing all that we was doing. But my whole thing is to do what my grandmother told me to do, and that was worry about the properties down in Georgia. So I've registered the company with the Treasury direct. A fucking judge sat up there and, and sentenced me to 95 months, and then a month later sentenced a senator to 55 months. Said he was just trying to feed his kids. Like I wasn't trying to feed my motherfucking kids. That's on that fucking judge. He got it wrong. God punished him for it, but I prayed for him. Yeah, he got sick. That ain't my business. I just heard that he got sick. I'm not Mr. Nice Guy. Really, I'm an asshole because I was already running a company then, and I just know how people was acting. Yeah, they try to run right over you because I was young and I already had that. So I looked up to Puff, and Jiggum was looking at the moves they was making. I don't give a fuck what they was doing in their bed and anybody bedroom and nothing. I don't know nothing about that shit, and I don't care. I'm not in that joint. I'm not going to the Pizzardi. I ain't, if they was in even in no party. That's y'all motherfuckers talking about that shit. I be attacking you because y'all be talking about that shit and y'all try to make that shit like y'all had that set up for me. And I'm telling y'all the truth. I ain't supposed to fucking defend myself. No. My business depends on me being able to talk to other people without no motherfucking rigmarole, no fucking bullshit going on. Nobody worry about what's going on in my house. and all that. Yo, that ain't. Listen, if a public official leak that information or some shit like that, then they have to pay the fucking price. I'm not shutting shit up until I finish talking and saying what I'm saying, and I'm gonna keep digging because I know it didn't come from there. I gotta find out who in Philly is saying this shit. So I don't know who was in my shit. I said it's a certain website you gotta go on and register as a thing. So I'm supposed to just be a bum. I wasn't a bum before I went in jail, and I ain't go to jail to come out as a bum. No, I came out and start leveling up. When I came out, my kids were staying in a house full of mold. And I don't want nobody to think that I'm pointing them out and I'm hollering at them or nothing like that. I just got to say just the way I feel because there is a time to speak and there's a time for everything under the sun. And to tell you the truth, if it was legal, I'd just, I'm telling you, I'd have just killed him down there. If I known he was into all that shit like that, I'd have just killed him down there. People need to start pointing the finger at who's the problem. I'm not the problem. I'm not the problem. Look how I got fucked around in the military. I was trying to go to school, but because my mind, yeah, they want me to be on there all the time. They want me to work active duty. I'm a young buck. All right, yeah, I'll do it. But no woman should come on the internet and do something illegal like you talking to this woman and she comes on the internet because you don't want to talk to her no more and she got big fucking feet and she talk nasty and all of that stuff. I don't want to hear that shit, so I don't want to talk to you no more. So I block you. That's what they got the block button for. There's nothing wrong with that. So then she starts telling everything she need to learn the illegal wiretapping laws. That's not my motherfucking fault. I know the illegal wiretapping laws. When women start going, when it's been a regular thing that a woman gets mad at you and say, yo, I'm gonna start fucking with your enemy. That's a regular thing. I don't even fucking know you. This is on the internet. So all you the best you can expect out of it is like, yo, I don't know nothing about them selling no cootie cat on no motherfucking internet. That ain't my business. I ain't. I'm. That's not what I'm down here. That's not what I was down here for. Trying to buy no cat. It's not my fault. Certain shit came out because somebody went and hired someone to do something to me. When the fuck, yo, that's not. That's that. You don't hire somebody to do something like you can't fucking fight, nigga. What? Yo, put your fucking hands up and fight. You ain't say that shit when I was down there in front of your face. You ain't say shit. You wouldn't even raise your voice to me. But as soon as you get over into it back over there, yeah, you start talking shit. Lucky I ain't drive the fuck straight down there and beat him the fuck up then. He should have known the dude he was talking to was a fucking cop. That ain't my fault that he ain't know the boy was a cop. The boy talking to me, I know how to talk on the phone because I already been in the feds. I just did time. I'm a criminal. I'm sitting there with all these dudes at Ferriton, at Fort Dix, and all of that. Plus, I was in the military. Got a court martial. So I don't know how to handle I'm not supposed to handle myself or nothing or anything like that. I don't know. I don't know shit. Everything that I know, I don't fucking spit out to anybody. Most times, I'm just gonna lie to you because if you start asking me a lot of questions, I'm wondering if you got a fucking wire on. That's the first thing coming to my mind. You writing a book? Is you trying to write a book about me? So I don't ask a lot of questions. I don't want to know. Like up here, over here, I don't even want to know your name. If Google, if I pay Google or I tell my family, yo, don't take no pictures of me and then start posting that shit online. They listen. Now they got people down in other places where they doing that shit. That ain't my fault. Y'all, that shit cool with y'all. I don't want to be. I wasn't on no fucking Facebook or none of that. I wasn't on none of that. I know I'm in jail, and we only go watch PG-13 movies. So I watched The Social Network with about uh, Mark Zuckerberg. But I'm in jail because because some woman think I'm doing all of this stuff. She don't got shit on me. Nothing. I only went because I had two girls. I can't embrace no two girls. They gotta be with their mom. So I took the case for them and my father in law. All because he was trying to help me. So why would I return evil when he helped me? Did I know he was gonna get on the stand and testify? Did I know that they was gonna get on the stand and testify? No, I didn't know that. I was raised by my grandmother. only with my mom for until I start smelling myself. And yeah, usually when a young buck starts smelling himself, you know, you start thinking he grown. And it's time for me to go. But I went down the rough way, down the steps, bloop, 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 jumped in the cab, went down to the first. I had to walk down to the bottom of the block, call my grandmother from there. She said, just get in the cab. She never asked me what happened the whole time. From the time I was 14 all the way up to her dying, she never asked me what happened. I didn't just miss 7 years of my daughter's life. I missed 7 years of my grandmother's life. The woman that raised me taught me everything, real estate, everything. She refused to testify in front of the grand jury. That's how we were. That's how we are. I'm not going in front of no fucking grand jury. I'm not getting on the stand, testify about nothing. They know that the police was already down here. So they keep fucking talking. They came at me, trying to burn me out my bread. Shit come full circle. I wasn't the one to pick with. Should have picked with somebody else. Cause I ain't even though I'm trying to be helpful, I'm trying to pay for not no penitence, but the denomination of Christianity that I believe, Seventh Day Adventist. You can write God a promissory note and you pay it. So that's what I've been doing this whole before I met anybody on this internet. I've always been given money or given my services to people to help them. Now somebody fucking investigating me trying to find out because they trying to look and see if I'm a lick. That's on them. That's them. That's them. But if I could, I would punch that person in their mouth. But I just showed that look at her. She had her shit already written down, my name and everything. She was scoping me out for somebody, right? But I was always getting a warning, and I hope I didn't get anybody else. You know, if you came and you talked that stuff to me, yeah, I'm. All I'm gonna know is, bro, before you talk to me, is you a cop? Is you a rat? What's up? So everybody wanted to hear me tell the story about Ratchet TV, what happened down South Carolina. That's in Clubhouse. Again, I'm not on all of this shit. I'm just coming outside from that, whatever we had. But me, I'm just a straight up boy. I'm ready to go straight up and grab the board because I'm not getting ready when I get down there and I see all them trees and all of that shit like that. I'm not getting ready to go out there searching and all that shit. And plus, they just said, "Yo, we need a couple." They needed, I think, like $100,000 or something like that. But I wasn't bringing that shit in cash. so I can get bopped upside my head. I ain't no, I ain't Joe the Church that just got off work. I own my own business since 2001, doing real estate. But when I first came home, I drove for Atlas Van Lines up and down the East Coast. I was an A driver. We moved McDonald's shit. So then someone from the Navy at AIG, he hired me to be in the legal department. I was good with the law. That's the course of my life. It's nothing that I could change or anything. I had a child to feed. So I'm in the law department and that's how I'm working. I'm not, do you think I'm thinking anything about no 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 uh, kids being traffic or anything like that? I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about no goddamn drugs. I ain't never been in trouble like that. That ain't my business. All I know is my business was that I was in the military and we was trained to go in 90 days. Go to war, go kill somebody that you don't know. You don't know them. You ain't never seen them before, none of that. You're trained in 90 days, go kill them. So in my 90 day, I already told y'all, yo, they I wasn't staying down in South Carolina and keep getting hit by eaten by them bugs. So when I got into a fight down there, I ain't tell nobody shit. I don't know nothing. I didn't care if it was the captain. I wouldn't give a fuck if it was the general of the base. I fell out the rack. Did he see it? And if somebody is saying that I got beat up or anything like that, that's them testifying. It ain't me. I said I fell out the rack. And that's what I'm saying. I'm sticking to it. Yeah, I fell out the rack. But they can't go back now and go lock nobody up because I said I lied to them so I can graduate boot camp and stop getting bitten all up by them damn bugs. Nah, I ain't never got bit by them bugs before, and I wasn't getting hit with that fucking antenna no more either. But even then, it's this way going. Some drill instructor nine, he kept calling me a faggot from Philly. I was ready to punch him in his mouth, but I didn't because, man, that $2,100. I needed that $2,100. They'd take you straight to the brig if you hit one of them drill instructors. I was down there when they put their hands on you. But if you ain't talk loud enough to them, because you're supposed to scream at them. That's how the Marines talk when they talk. They don't give a fuck if it's 4:30 in the morning. You can't just regular talk to them. You're supposed to scream. They tear you down and then build you to be a Marine. Everything you knew in the world, the first thing they do, you come down there, they cut your hair off. Yeah, they let you sit for like 7 days. After 7 days, whichever one that the drill instructors want to take out. And I was like one of the first ones. He was like, "Oh yeah, you know you're getting in my sand pit." And drill instructor Sergeant Niger, yo, he put me right in that sand pit and made me play a beach well. That means you throw sand all over yourself, do you know, push ups, you have to do all of that. And the trick is this. I'm over there pushing doing it, but he just fucking with me and he start calling out more people. They gotta break you. They gotta break you. Like a fucking horse, they gotta break you. And it took some time for them to break me. And the way they broke me is they kept bringing out all my platoon and making them push. And then they were saying that I wasn't pushing. I wasn't doing my push-ups. And every time they would bring out 10 more. So everybody was out there. And then they start yelling. And then them niggas start yelling at me. It's hot as shit. So I'm down there and yeah, I'm down there with them camis on. I don't do listen, I don't care. I don't care. I'm sorry if people get hurt because a faggot boy down there in Texas, he don't want to take his motherfucking lick. Like, yeah, you should have told them people. And because y'all got a cold petty ain't tell and say what really happened. So it was my word against Ratchet TV, but I got 10,000 views on that first drawing. Not that's what I was looking for. I was just telling them the story. I didn't even know how to work it. I was showing it on the phone. So I paid motherfuckers to, that help me. So, cause I didn't know how to work StreamYard and all that shit like that. I paid them until I figured out they was trying to, somebody's trying to extort me. I shut the shit down. That's it. Now, I don't know who the fuck was in there. I don't know nothing. If they see it, they seen it. But those was the Johns that I got rid of. Now, somebody break into the computer and then start looking into my shit, then guess what? That's just like if you got a lady and you just start going through her fucking phone. You look for shit, you gonna find shit. It's not been one time that somebody came to me and I didn't put justice for so and so, justice for so and so. I didn't just come on like, nah, I ain't just come on the internet for no reason. For what? So somebody can break in here and see this. I ain't even fucking know y'all when I made this. I like music, so I was downloading music. That's the only reason why I had YouTube, and it was called Google Music then. So today I see this shit right here. Hold on, let me just make sure y'all seeing it. When I took some time and went through my thing, how the fuck is Carnegie Vance, which is the bull? I know who he is. Why is you on my John? Like, what type time you on, bro? You on my shit? I don't even fucking know you. That's the problem. People ain't minding their fucking business. Had no decency, no humanity in them, nothing. That ain't my fault that they don't got no humanity in them. I'm trying to punish them. Now, they want to fight. They want what you want to go to court. But you trying to do something. I'm trying to tell you, yo, everybody got still. Everybody got still. And if motherfuckers want to shoot, I'm a sharpshooter. I was trained to do that. I was trained to go. I'm ready to go. If you ain't ready to go, then don't talk shit. Cause I'm ready to go. I don't give a fuck about y'all strategies or nothing like that. I know exactly how to go to war. And I go to war by my damn self. I ain't gotta call nobody, nothing. I'm not asking nobody, yo, can you help me? Nah, I ain't asking nobody to help me do nothing. Except for maybe somebody introduce themselves to me, I might ask them, can you do such and such? Something simple. The first thing I want to know is what I'm saying all right. If they tell me that it's all right, then that's what I'm going by. Because I wasn't there. As soon as I start asking questions, I just threw out a subliminal. I said, "Would somebody answer this subliminal?" Yeah, people start coming out, just start talking. And other people said, "Let them talk." But I'm not letting nobody just burn me out my bread. And I ain't go down South Click for somebody to burn me out my bread. So if niggas go to South Carolina, I said that's where it started. That's where it's gonna finish at. I don't care if they think they're trying to put me in no trap. Ain't no, nah. I set the traps, but I already know people been here, and y'all already attacked. So if y'all attacked, y'all took the first step towards war. So now it's my turn. Me, my family, everybody, we suffered. We ain't say nothing. We wasn't saying nothing. We ain't even realize what was going on. Cause the shit was supposed to be on the internet. Motherfucker just talking. But they let some woman from Los Angeles tell them all of this bullshit because she the woman that I talked to. That ain't my fault. Somebody should have punched her in her fucking mouth. Y'all love that shit. Y'all love somebody talking that dirty shit, nasty shit, and all of that. And a man ain't supposed to protect himself. Like he don't have to have an image. president of the United States, he has to keep an image. His wife, the first lady, the Madam First Lady, she keeps his image up. And then you got some, like governors that they don't do that. I told y'all people like, but I'm not gonna lose myself, get distracted from everything. I kept focus on this case because I wanted to get justice. I couldn't understand why everybody was going against this man. Like, we don't got like a MO3 here in Philly. It ain't a MO3 somewhere else. It got a, it's a MO3. Not that's talented, but the Joker that's out here shooting shit, just, or allegedly, because it ain't nobody said he shot shit. They said he was capping, so it's entertainment. So I'm doing the same thing. So somebody else didn't want to make it entertainment. They invited me to their private part over this. You not only said that I was trying to kill you, said Jay Prince, Diddy, all these people was trying to kill you. If the nigga get killed, who knows who killed him? I wouldn't give a fuck. I don't. He should have been a gentleman. He just wanted to be a fucking hood journalist. I was with this punk ass nigga, and he had people thinking, yeah, I'm with him like that. No, nigga. If you sell, I ain't even know you was selling ass back in fucking Texas. Now, everybody that was on it must have been some people on that phone call because I know that it used to be a phone call. Because my man told me he used to be on a phone call. That ain't my fucking fault. Y'all was on the phone call. That's on y'all. I don't know who was on it. They ain't tell me. Wasn't me because I ain't get the bull phone number until he asked me to come pick him up from the airport. My fault that I came on here and gave a fuck. How can you just not give a fuck and not call a motherfucker out that's trying to put your personal business on the internet, and it's illegal. It's illegal. And I wouldn't give a fuck who it is. Yeah. We going to court or you want me to fuck you up or both? Because if we go to court and they pick that shit up and you go in there, I already been to jail. I'm not going to jail. But I know some people in there, they'll fuck you up when you get in there with them charges. I know how to write where I don't want certain people to be affected by it. I know how to write. I know how to write. If R. Kelly got a RICO charge, 30 years, and they ain't named nobody. They was like Jane Doe, anonymous this, and all of that. Hey, why wouldn't I take that same thing? Especially before R. Kelly got locked up. I Ben was writing them shits. RICO. Just because Giuliani, I heard Mayor Giuliani, and he used RICO to do the whole mafia. So if I say I'm hunting a sniper, I'm hunting them for real. I'm not playing. Now, if someone would rather settle, then that would be appropriate. That's how you do it. I mean, people settle. They don't want to go to court, pay no lawyers this amount of time and all of this. Because I'm not hiring no lawyer. Yeah, I'm not hiring no lawyer because I'm not breaking down nothing with no lawyer. I know how to write that shit. I know how to go right in that courtroom and argue before that judge. I'm not worried about that. And if anybody thinking they're going, yeah, somebody want to try to backdoor me, then guess what? It was my time. I ain't trying to backdoor nobody. Not here in Philly. And I ain't trying to backdoor nobody in the first place. I'm just gonna come up right up to you and punch you right in your fucking face. The thing is, if someone wrote in a federal document somebody went off script, then it's gonna stay off script. But I'm gonna stay on script because yeah, it said in paragraph 23, boy, you had something to do with that. But if you was in real estate, all parties, every real estate deal, I either took a loss and said I'm gonna make it up on the next one because I got more partners, and that's how we started becoming a family. But we ain't know we doing stuff, legal stuff. I don't know if somebody listening to these that lawyer that's on that put on and say, yeah, don't come to court and all that. I don't know no lawyers tell you don't come to court. Except my lawyer did tell me not to come in the courtroom because they misidentified somebody. That was a strategy. He ain't say that shit on he ain't say that shit on social media in an interview. He told me straight up, he's like, don't come in the courtroom. That's why at the end of it, I said, this is it. Because you y'all was looking at my kids, my wife, yo, with they stuff off, bro. Like, yo, what take time y'all on? Now, my daughter, she wearing her stuff off. She had on her gymnastic stuff. A motherfucker say, yo, I'ma rape your daughter. He wanna get killed. You don't say no shit like that on the internet. Where motherfuckers talk like that? I ain't never heard nobody talk like that in Philly. That black motherfucker that said that, he need to get his fucking head cut off. I'ma rape your daughter. Yeah, that's not regular conversation that you say something like that. So if a nigga say that, that's his fucking fault, and he should suffer the consequences like me choking the shit out of him. Then my daughter, she gets hit. I'm down there. I can't take a picture. I know somebody was in the mailbox, but I was down there, and I care about the safety of my kids, so I'm asking this cop, yeah, do people from Baltimore come up here? That's exactly what I asked her because I was locked up with those jokers. So I'm doing what a father's supposed to do. I'm doing my due diligence because I ain't asked her to go there. She was supposed to go to another program, but her mammy talked her into going into something else. And so she wanted to do what she wanted to do. She was supposed to go take a certificate program, and we were supposed to be farming the land. But she wanted to be a nurse. I gotta let her be who she is. She grown. Now, guess what is happening? Because I couldn't find it earlier. I had a picture of it. That's why I said I just don't want to know. I don't want nobody to apologize. Don't tell me, yo, don't come to me confessing because I'm not a judge. If you touched one of my people and they get back to me, then somebody gonna handle it. Either the streets or somebody else. I don't. That don't matter to me. If you touch one of my peoples, my family keep everything away from me, especially that, because they know just how I'm going, how I'm coming. So if it's get ready to be Clash of Titans or something like that, somebody can't let the fuck go. Then they can't let it the fuck go. And then it is what it is. I don't want to hear about it. I know that if I'm related to somebody and they did that in any type of way, I'm not saying shit. I don't got nothing to say. I don't know nothing. If you want to go confess, either you're Catholic, you go confess to the priest, or you something else, go confess to the pastor. If you ain't do it in public or whatever, yo, that's between you and the Most High. If you didn't do it, if you didn't do it in the public eye, it ain't the public business. I'm not getting ready to go. That yo, if I did something, I'm not walking into no motherfucking station talking about I did that. Nah, fuck, I did not. Fuck you talking about? Yeah, I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. I had one of the best attorneys in Philadelphia. His name was Patrick Artur. My grandmother was my actual first attorney. She told me if I didn't do it, don't admit nothing. Prosecutors trying to give me 6 months. The judge himself looked at me and said, "You didn't do this because the cops didn't show up to the courtroom." I'm buying shit. Even if the cops do show up to the courtroom, what's mine in the man? Cops cops do get shot, but so do regular people. All of us are regular people. Like people die every day, but I don't think nobody in Texas get ready to fuck with any of them cops down there. And if they think that they should come up here and fuck with me, I'm not testifying. I, what I, this for you see, that's why I put entertainment only. Yeah, this for entertainment. Y'all look, the government y'all this is why I'm telling y'all. The government here in Pennsylvania said I'm a liar. So it's up for y'all to judge if I showed paperwork, read the paperwork, showed the people that was on here that come on here and was trolling me. They wanted to be on camera. Ain't none of that my fault. So when I when I asked Google and them transcripts, what's up? Um, with woo woo, they told me they don't like to get into that. They rather the content creators handle it between themselves. They put it in every fucking email and everything. For copyright, they say, yo, you gotta either the person is holding copyrights and they analyzing the analytics. So you either if they fire this nigga, they firing, then they hiring back. They hiring him back for a reason. That ain't my business right there. But a lot of times I'll just be talking shit out here. So I told you if I'm lying, look, I got the eagle up there. I'm flying high, smoking weed. So um, I remember a song Jigga said he seldom smokes weed, but it helps his think up. It helped my think up too. But I ain't trying to hurt him. In fact, I'm not even trying to hurt nobody. I told y'all who I'm beefing with, or they said they was beefing with me. Bull Ratchet said he was beefing with me. I ain't seen him around. I ain't worried about nothing. More than it's a lot of ways. Ain't he? But a bitch ain't one. Unless somebody trying to take Rock Nation down, then they got then that's something different. Because how could I stand by and let Rock Nation go down? Who trying to take Rock Nation down? Or anybody, you know, around Rock Nation? Who trying to take them down? That's why I don't even miss old this no supplement me. I'm not trying to say it in the most broadest term, but I know how to read between the lines. If somebody was in my dome and I'm showing you a picture. Let me stop this. So this says Brown George Estate, care of Becky Robinson, Jackson, Sadie M. Robinson, Jones, Teresa K., Mary L. Mary Elizabeth Robinson, and then right there, like I told y'all, Newton Family Trust. I just added Newton Oliver Robinson Family Trust. My grandmother, her great grandmother was, her mother's name was Ida May, Johnny May. Yeah, was her brother's. Yeah, it was Johnny May. They did, but nobody should have been worried because y'all saw this. I mean, it was somebody was scared. Who was in there when they saw this? Let me bring it down. Let me show you if I see it. Make sure I see it. That's my grandfather right there. I told my sisters, yeah, I was mad at him, but I ain't do it. But I was mad at him. I said, send me a picture. He rolled me around and fucking next to dead bodies all the time. So I'm supposed to be scared of a dead body? No, I ain't scared of a dead body. If I tell you, yeah, I'd have chopped you up, I'd have chopped you the fuck up. Man, yeah, I hope people ain't feeling sorry for Ratchet TV because I said that and like I'm getting ready to look for him and try to chop him up. Nah, with the government gonna shoot me because that government lady, she signed that name. Oh no, I'm gonna tear her ass up. They're gonna tell me who signed that name on that property for Champion Mortgage. That's Key Bank. Or it used to be Key Bank. So they say I am champion. And they wouldn't test, they must want to testify. Who you sue? When if the lawyers did wrong, you sue the lawyers. Liability goes up for the lawyers. Everything else get loose. Put it this way, you just sue the right people. The low hanging fruit. I said I take a chair. Yeah, the constable will come take if you owe a gentleman, they take it. They'll come in Pennsylvania. They'll come take your chair. Yeah, your lawn furniture if you don't pay that debt. So now they've been taking my taxes all this time. That ain't my fault. That's my fault. That I know the tax code. That's not my fault. I know the tax code. I I'm depending on the old goddamn accountant to do. I'm the accountant. I don't know what I say if you're a rat. And I make sure you ain't no Rizzy. And even if you is a Rizzy, I'm just look. You can't go ask somebody if they are Rizzy and then deny them a job. Nah, I'm feeling. They ain't even a fucking. Johnny actually had you been charged. Matter of fact, on the Philly applications, yeah, they don't. I don't even think you can ask somebody if they're charged with a felony anymore for a job. So if you don't know what career links is, and y'all have some other plan, um, I really shoot. What areas I got, which is anywhere outside the metropolitan area of Philadelphia. It's career links, but people don't want to work. My granddad worked. Somebody got to work, and some of us don't have to work. Some people, when they get to a certain age, they just, and they ain't say he got cut, like nobody cut his throat, and I cut his head up, and he messed up. No, somebody just fucked up and said his name was Francis. He ain't Francis. His name ain't Francis. This is Alfred George Solomon right here. So that's my grandfather. Then nobody say he got killed. They say he came up from Macon, Georgia. He was visiting. And I guess his heart gave out on him or something. He had a stroke or yeah. That's what they said. I didn't know. Like I said, I didn't go to the funeral. I didn't go to my sister's funeral. That was because the military. They wouldn't let me go. I didn't go to his funeral for a personal reason. And I don't tell people about that personal reason. Now somebody want to look that up. That's what I know. Somebody else was talking on the jack. What they heard me say on the jack. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about fucking Aunt Janet. Somebody already told me somebody with a J. Yeah, dudes. Yeah, they might sign them papers. Yeah, she like the one that would have did it. And I don't give a fuck if she had 5 strokes. I don't care. You try to steal from the family. You're trying to fuck the family wealth up. You think I give a fuck? I forgive her and all of that. I'm not asking her to die, but I'm not getting ready to get all excited and all of that. Like, oh, she going to die. I'm about to get on the first flight down to ATL. Yo, I'm showing y'all I'm not even in the fucking conversation. I don't fuck they don't fuck with me. They don't fuck with me. You know why? Cause I did what my grandmother wanted me to do. And they wanted money. Our family ain't about no goddamn just money. We about land and trust. So the land and title building and Philadelphia, yeah, I don't know what's up down there. And the one down there, yeah, I told you my grandfather from Macon. I don't know who scared her. Somebody got killed in Macon, Georgia, after he left. It's the first I heard of it was recently after he left. But if someone trying to say like, yeah, they want to do something to the sisters down there, man, what? I know everybody who was in line. So this my grandfather's funeral. Now let me show you Claudia Harris funeral. Oh wait a minute. Her, and this no. This my grandfather's funeral. You see all our family together? Yeah, there go Aunt Janet right there. My niece, my baby right here. My sister. You see the little smile right there? It ain't real. They ain't seen me in so long. I just go around and take a picture with everybody. I'm standing in the back. This ain't after my grandfather funeral. This after his wife. I ain't get no money from that woman. Nothing. She gave that shit away to some mm, the pastor. I ain't get no money from that. Yeah. And I'm not even trying to be. Listen, people come cold hearted because somebody treated them cold hearted. That woman treated me cold hearted, but it was for my good that she was doing. But I ain't, whatever happened between her and my grandpa. Yeah, she didn't leave the bread to him. She left it to the nigga that was doing the funeral. And I jumped up and had to tell that nigga to shut up because he was upset at my grandfather. I ain't even know they was he was somebody was rocking knocking the boots together. I ain't know that until later. So that pastor, I remember his face. I wanted to do something with him. I cut his fucking throat. And you know, he's, he's a little older anyway, so he might be dead already. I don't know nothing. Now I know what happened with my grandfather when he come up here. Yeah, now his name Francis. Who did that funeral? If Francis Funeral Home did that funeral, the only person that had the authority to do the funeral was the man that preached. So he did that. So that's between me and that man. That's my family. Somebody scared. And fuck that. People die every day. People dying every day. How the cost of living going up. I don't know nothing. I don't even remember this nigga name. I just remember his face. And where that church at on 29th Street. Somebody got, yeah, something happened. Anything else happened around there, near 29th and anything, then something gonna happen at that church on 29th Street. And I'm telling you that. So somebody got upset because I said I was considering if Kamala Harris, and when I put her in everything, don't know Kamala Harris come up. Like, that's crazy. Like, who is she? I know I seen her with that ball, with the bald head? Um, Montel, whatever, who had MS, multiple sclerosis. He said he brought her on the scene. I just hope she didn't. How old is she? She a prosecutor? I wouldn't give a fuck if she on the land or anything. She can go to fuck the jail too, right with Susan Fields. If prosecutors go to jail, what's my heart getting ready to get fucking broken because the prosecutors, you know how many other candidates is out there? Yeah, somebody set it up like that. She wanted to get caught all because somebody went off course. I'm sticking to the script. My own script. Because I ain't know none all of this shit was gonna happen. So that shit just come up on you like a fucking flood. Just so happened it's supposed to be real hot up here. So nothing better not having to none of my people's up here because it's hot. Hot how? Yeah, she ain't doing nothing. I don't know what people look at to see who earning. Yeah, she earning because she want to fucking earn. Who do we? Me. Like, I don't even care. If you did wrong, yeah, you should pay for it. You crash my daughter's car up, I pay for that cash. You get it, you crash it up. Then you pay for her John. I'm not I'm not wrong. Capital One giving you all this credit, only giving me like 300. I'm paying that John off like every fucking week. Bang, boom. They only give me 300. So I say something about it. Yeah, why you giving her all of that credit? Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do. Cancel it because it was a standing court order. This the exact car I was over here on, and the airbag didn't come out. Modus operandi. I know how y'all do. Joe, so kid, the fucking drum didn't come out. I fall out the car and everything. Bang my head. Wake up. Here I is today. They give me a neurological joint. Just so happened though Fred Taylor ran into the back of me with a blue Ford Liberty or Ford something. Honda Civic or something. I don't know what it was. Just had an accident where I fall out the car. Now you done hit a deer. Burgundy car right there. And I'm just showing. Yeah, look at it. I got the birds and then the Nittany Lions going around it. Yeah. And you see the little hair from the deer sticking up. Know what? I sent out a text message. Yeah, who was under surveillance that at, at, for that text message? What I said, what it looked like sticking out right there, right there. Yeah, we wasn't under surveillance. About nothing. I'm just showing. Hey, look, somebody can't drive, but that don't mean that's a green light. That now it's in the front, so I wouldn't notice it getting hit on the side or her getting hit. Period. That's that's not that ain't part of the plan. That ain't nothing. Cause I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. This kid a piece of shit, and now it's electric. They got the electric kids. I'm not driving that shit either. Stay with me. What that look like? Yeah, somebody got that color hair. Now, let me show you how she did that. See, this the trunk getting fixed. Just her house. Look, what she look like she doing? Drinking coffee and talking. And then the deer jump out on the fucking road and she smash all up into it. Look, so I keep taking the fucking car back. Like, ew, something coming out this motherfucker, the vents in the car. No, it was mold. You carry the mold on your body and it gets in all your vents and everything. Don't matter or nothing. Nobody don't ever want to admit the mold. I got pictures of the mold. Y'all should tell the people that y'all hire, shut the fuck up. When she said PIR, price is right. So I know already Delaware, Mark Smith, Bowie State, which is all right here. And my daughter gets hit down there. I'm not fucking playing with that boy. I'm gonna beat him the fuck up. I'm telling you, I'm gonna strangle that nigga. He ain't selling that. He selling that much pussy? Man, fuck out of here. I wouldn't give a fuck. You fucked up. You fucked up. Look how you see going through the car. Look, I'm showing them. You can see most sports. Look, I'm showing the shit coming out the vents. Brand new joints. Make sure y'all seeing this. I keep getting brand new joints. Make sure it's supposed to catch all of that shit. But I'm worried about the move sport. Look at me. And then boom. I'm talking to somebody named Alfred Marenback. Yeah, nigga, you just sprayed the house all white. I just kept coming there and checking it out. This man home going back and forth. Look, her hair start falling out and everything. But me, yeah, you see, here go to look. I already been exposed to the mode. It just ain't doing the same thing. It ain't having the same effects on me. Except for now, starting to. It's my grandmother. All in the same house. Don't get fucking scared now. I've been showing this shit. She started like losing her mind. I don't kick when you down. Now look at me in December. Look how they handle me. Then a storm hit. FEMA. Daughter sick. Showing all of the clothes. 2018. You know, Most importantly, though, we had two other children that was our family. And I'm gonna show you some crazy shit. What's this? Citizens Bank. I'm showing it everywhere. Brand new couch. Download it. I might have downloaded it. But I'm gonna tell you, as soon as this start happening in Ambler a whole lot, first is a whole report right there. Not from me, the state inspector, Upper Dublin, West Side Village coming in. Oh, yeah, the report. It wasn't. Let me see if it's low now. But price is right to do it. It's just so now I got my man to do it. Chris Christian Williams. He dead now. He was in that house twice. Look, see, he do it right. Cut out the mold. Now I'm coming. I'm just coming home. Look, you see the water dripping right there. This motherfucker come with his jaw. Man, if you don't get the fuck out, look, the water coming out the jizzle. I just painted all this shit. I just had all this shit painted. He did it right. Look, look at this shit. Look who been in there. So when I say I showed him it where it started at. By the time you see it right here, it's already on the other side. Wait a minute. You see how they pull the water down? So how long was I sitting in jail? While that shit was happening. I'm just coming home then. So this 2012. Family happy. I'm cleaning up. Got another joint with mold. This is inside of something we bought. Couture door. Same house. She big now. She was over there too. Got my little niece. She was over there, Sean. Hit him low. Tackling breast cancer. This is what I was trying to show them because, of course, I'm like, on here. Go swoop. Got Dawkins jersey. That was popular jersey back then. But think I thought I caught a picture of the ball. Maybe up there. Because I saw him down there. The ball. Which But you seen that weird jersey, because we was taking pictures of the shit. Cause it was some bullshit. That game was some bullshit. That shit was like 6-3. That's my grandmother's funeral right here. So if y'all so good, you'll know that um, if there was a fire, there's only one person that's in there who's father was a firefighter. If I wanted to go that route, you stung there already. Man, I said the buck stops here. Is y'all gonna have anybody hit me? I got the pictures of all this shit and then my shit. I just don't care. I don't care. I'm not halfway in the church and halfway out the church. If I'm going to hell, I'm going to hell in the Bentley, meaning I'm going straight to hell. I'd rather get burnt up or whatever because I'm going to do what I got to do to protect this family. So if somebody looking to hurt the family, yeah, then you trying to get fucked up. Then we going to war. If you somebody in the family and you trying to hurt. So right now, only thing I know is, yeah, it's a prosecutor. She hired somebody from Delaware County. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that nigga. I beat him and his wife up. Yeah, they builders. I will fuck them up because they near my partners. I'm not playing with Susan Fields in the Eastern District of Pennsylvania. I'm about to bring this case through there. I don't give a fuck if you got burnt. You don't know how to fucking practice law and y'all fucked up down there. I'm bringing this case through there. So stop saying good luck to me. I don't got no fucking luck. I don't fucking do luck. I'm a man of my word. If somebody stole from that foundation that's going down here, I'm gonna replenish it and get my drink. And all I care about, I care more about the foundation than I care about myself. I just want what I lost. Because I told you, shiniest now gets the hammer. How many times I've been shiny? Man, I've been shiny. Me a wet house, privacy, and I'm back to Berserk, getting the Chizang J like I've been doing. If somebody got any other plans, then I'm prepared for it, right? Because y'all went through everything. That's the crazy part. And when you went through everything, you was like, so? No, no, you ain't say so. You was like, you right. So it's no problem. Either 3 year, maybe 2 year difference. Either way, you trust me to do the right thing. I ain't come this far for us to lose. Meaning, when we had our live this morning and I was talking about Kamala Harris, and I was trying to look in the drink, what happened? I couldn't find nothing. So I don't know who she is, but I know she ain't on. I ain't never seen. I know Harris, but that's Claudia Harris. And the names was fucked up. Like she wrote her own obituary. Didn't leave my grandpa shit. Like she might have knew something more than him, and she grabbed them properties and possessed them off to somebody that looked just like her. Because I swear to God, Gloria Harris, she was a school principal. She looked just like Kamala Harris. But I know I saw my grandma Jerry in that joint. Hell, we was just looking at this chart earlier. Expanded California collections from newspaper.com. What? Hold on. Bingo, right here. Look. That's the good thing about these joints. They tell you who your neighbors was and everything. That's it right there. Newtons. Right here, 52. Erdine Newton. And then it's all these Thompsons and Wilson. And there's who? If you was live with us earlier today, I told you I set traps. Here go John Newton right here. But there's Moses. All Newtons right here from 70 all the way down to 74. Ophelia Harris was born in 1901 around the same time. Why her John blacked out though? So I can't click on it. Look at all the Olivers. I'm telling you, that's her shit down there. All the Newtons. And then Ida Roberts, the sister to John Newton. But we buried her in Sardis, Georgia. So let me look up Sardis County. Same thing. Ain't her. Ain't her. This might be her. I don't know. I'm not sure. Ah, I ain't I got the registration card. I already bought that registration card. I don't know what's really going on down there, but I know the Robinsons and the Newton, Oliver, and Robinson. Harris, I don't know where they came from, who they married, except for my grandfather, his people, they was called Solomon, and his wife was Claudia Harris. but she was born in Philly, I think. Yeah, we didn't travel down. We actually traveled. We had a funeral in Philly and a funeral. Then we got on the bus and went down Sardis and buried my great great grandmother, great grandmother. So I don't know where Brenda. Let me see. Let me go on QNet. Uh, Y'all say that? Mm, mm, Here we go. Let me share my screen with y'all and show you that. The picture I got that I took when I type in that name in there now. What? All right, well, when did she get married? I call Brenda Robinson, but it's no longer in the state. But now you got the Jacksons in here. But you know it's though. Yeah, damn personal names. Look at this shit. When these Johns happen? Let me see when these Johns happen. When? 2022. And they were, wait a minute, hold up. 2023. one-time mobile home. It's only 1 acre, so that ain't that bad. That's for my time. Yo, what the hell they doing down there? What? So in 2021, it went from multiple properties to a fucking mobile home. That's how you get. That's how you do a land grab. It was multiple properties. And how many acres is this? That's only 1 acre near the Oka, Okeechobee River. Oh, you know what? Let me look up. Who was Uncle Judd name? Newton. This might be. Right. No, that's when that bullshit went on. Yo, so now my Uncle Judge don't got no front. Yo, let me see. Um, Alright, dang. Yo, where's Brenda Robinson? I'm tired. I gotta look at this another time. Yo, they taking them. Yo, they flipping flopping the property down. Let me look up Harris one more time. Let's see how much property got down there now. Yo, look at this shit. So that's it. Let me go over to Scriven County. To go Free Orleans. I know her. Got 35 acres. Still got this one. Let's see what we still got in script. Still got that. Remember that job. Foreclosure in 2022. Who the fuck did? There we go. All right. All right. There you go, right there. How many acres is that? Oh, 1 acre. She got 1 acre. That piece of shit. Wow. So my grandmother is the only one holding it down there. And the Robinson. No, along with that. Yo, this list was just longer. 44. 44 Bears took this on over from who? Temper. I ain't take it from nobody I know. Someone should take that. It seems like this the only joint goddamn that I recognize is this one and this one. And that shit is point something acre. Man, them guy here fucking upset.